Hi, I'm Mr. K. I teach MYP design at ISNS. I've been here for 5 years, and my classroom is the design workshop. It's probably the best classroom in school. Every student in 6th to 8th grade has design, and then when they reach 9th grade, they can choose between a deeper look at sports, physical education, or moving into design for more complicated tasks. From 6 to 8 especially, we're developing a range of skills and engaging with a broad range of design topics. Our students engage with everything from product design to structure design to graphic design and illustration. They create characters, for example, in one of the other classes in design using Adobe Illustrator. That's a good thing to kind of mention, because what we do is we have a concept such as illustration or character design, but they're almost always paired with developing a specific skill. In my class in particular, we engage with a number of more hands-on things in combination with digital design. So for example, I mentioned structure design. Our students, they learn about bridges. They learn all kinds of interesting things about what makes bridges, what the components are, bridges around the world, and then they take what they've learned to design and build balsa wood bridges that we test in class. We test them by pulling on them or putting weights on them until they break, and then the students reflect on their performance. So it's a pretty cool project, and it teaches hands-on skills such as gluing pieces of wood together and cutting them and using tools and stuff like that. So they are learning a skill, but they're also learning about tangible real-life design. So they're engaging with something that they could grow up to be. They could grow up to be a structural engineer and design a bridge that goes somewhere, or many bridges that go places. One of our major focuses across the grades is to develop students' 3D modeling skills through a range of software. So they're not just glued to one particular program, they are able to kind of jump into different projects and programs and quickly learn them and understand what's going on. So at the top end, they're creating 3D printed products for people. They create a 3D animation. Starting all the way down in grade 6, they engage in a really fun way with 3D modeling. They create a product that could be sold by Lego, and that is based off of real life architecture. So like with our bridge project, we start by studying real architecture styles in the world. Students will do a project where they are learning about and sharing knowledge about a real architecture style, such as Scandinavian or tropical modern. And then they choose one of those styles, and then their goal is to design and build a Lego model house that exemplifies the features that they have learned about with that style. The program we use is a special Lego design program. It serves as a great introduction because they don't have to learn all of the elements of drawing a piece. They're all built in there and they snap together well, and they learn spatial visualization, but it simplifies it. Basically, the way it introduces it is that they engage with the kind of user interface and options, things like that they would encounter in a normal 3D modeling program. They learn terminology and how a 3D modeling program works without needing to manually create all of the objects. And so it means that this program actually was a huge hit. The kids loved it. They spent so much time playing it, or I say playing it because it feels like a game. It's not, but it feels that way, which makes it a brilliant introduction. Whatever they learn in that program, they can then move into any 3D modeling program where they have to then create the objects themselves. And then that kind of builds confidence and excitement for the future things we do in 3D. The first thing is you should try a variety of tasks. You should try a lot of different disciplines, viewing what you're doing not as this is a failure because I started a project and I didn't finish it all the way. If you treat it as a learning experience, it's extremely valuable. So just trying new things and then sticking with them and realizing that there's value in not finishing things or not making them perfect.